inspire sweet memories.
Good evening, everyone. This is Harrison Young, and I'm hosting Aspire tonight for the second time in about 5 weeks. Yes, this is Topic Time's little sister, I guess, for me, but it's Cynthia Hudson's big show, so I'm always wanted to come up here. And tonight, I have a really sweet young lady as a guest. This is Madison Trotter. She's a model and maybe an actress, too. We're going to find out all about her. And so, Madison, how you doing tonight?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm great, too. So, tell me, I want to find out, we're going to cover pretty much, and I do an interview, I do it thoroughly, want to get from A to Z on everybody I interview. Let's go back to your childhood right away. I mean, how long have you been modeling for?
I actually haven't been modeling for very long.
Okay.
I just signed with Mystique in Model Talent Management about a month ago.
Okay.
But I've been doing amateur photo shoots for the past 2 years.
Okay. Well, I want to go back to your childhood. Were you an outgoing kid? I have a hunch you were, looking at you. You seem like you have a very outgoing personality, very bubbly.
As a little kid, I was very shy, actually.
Really?
I mostly stuck around to my brothers and sisters because I have 9 of them.
Wow.
So I mostly just stayed with them.
Now, this is fascinating, the fact that you came from a big family. Now, where were you on the age hierarchy? Middle, something like that?
I'm the 8th child.
8th? 8 out of 9? Oh, man, you must have felt really... Well, it's good that they didn't cast you aside. That, oftentimes in sibling relationships, there were a lot of unpleasant rivalries that go on, and it wasn't the case with you, I guess, especially being the youngest.
Yeah, I was actually the youngest for about 7 years before my dad married my stepmom, and then I had 3 step-siblings come in.
Oh, okay,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
And did you grow up in New Hampshire?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, okay. All right, well, so eventually, though, I assume somebody must have said to you, Madison, you're a pretty girl, why don't you go out and model? Is that right?
Yes, actually, my aunt always wanted me to start modeling as
Okay.
a baby because I had the blonde hair, the bright blue eyes.
Right.
But my parents said, no, she's only a baby. How much can she do? We don't want to be driving around with her all the time.
Right.
And then finally, a couple of years ago, my aunt, she said, Maddie, you really got to get into modeling and stuff. So she showed me a pageant to do. My mom said it was okay.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing it ever since.
That is amazing. So what now? I take it that your family's very supportive of your modeling now, right?
Yes.
Okay,
very.
well, we're going to talk about your career at Elite Models, but I want to talk about some of those photo shoots that you did, starting a couple of years ago. Talk about them, would you? Let me know, just describe each one in detail as best you can.
Yeah, actually, it was the same photo shoot. It was down in Worcester, Mass.
Okay.
It was called the Great Model Shoot. I can't remember the first one I did. I think it was number 21. And it was actually a lot of fun. It's just a whole bunch of amateur photographers who are trying to start up their portfolios and models who are trying to start up theirs, along with makeup artists and hairstylists.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and how long were you there? Was that just a one-day thing?
Yeah, it was just one day. It was about 12 hours long. You can go there, get your hair and makeup done for free. All you had to do as a model, all you would have to do is pay $20. Anybody extra is $10. You just go, and it's at this big empty warehouse, so you have a lot of space. There's a ton of props to do and everything.
Well, there were a lot of people there. I mean, I take it there were a lot of girls there that day too. You were one of many, right?
Yeah, there was definitely a lot. The earlier you got there, the better, because then you could go straight into makeup and hair, because sometimes you had to wait about 4 hours to get that done.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But there was a ton of photographers there who some would come up to you and say, hey, can I shoot with you? Or others you would have to go up to yourself and say, hey, would you mind taking pictures of me? I'm just trying to get this started and everything. And
so I assume a few of them came up to you and wanted to shoot with you. Is that right?
yeah, and actually, when I went back to do the Great Model Shoot for a second time, some of the same ones were there, and so we reconnected and everything.
All right. I was going to say, what about let's see. So where do these pictures appear? Are these are portfolios for these photographers mostly?
Yeah, they can use them with their portfolios. They also send them to me so I can try to build up mine and everything.
Right, exactly. Okay. Well, have you done any other kinds of interesting things besides modeling? I saw you at the audition for the Batman film. So have you been in any films at all too, or?
I actually haven't been in any films. I was going to try out that one for maybe my first film, my first acting job, but unfortunately I couldn't stay long enough to audition as I had to go.
You had to go, I know. You had a long trip. You came all the way to Canton, Mass. I mean, that's my neighborhood. That's that's 2 towns away.
Yeah.
I know the distance between here and there. But what about in high school? What did you do then? I mean, you couldn't be out of high school that many years, I'm guessing.
I'm still in high school, actually.
You're still in high school?
Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. Yeah, you look, okay, well, what are you doing in school now? I take it that now that are you a senior?
I'm a junior.
You're only a
actually.
junior.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
You have to balance your GPA with your modeling. So how's that going?
It's going well. I've actually had a high GPA between 3.5 and 4
That's a
since
lot higher than I ever had.
freshman year. So it's been really good. I'm able to balance everything, get in my schoolwork, because for me, school always comes first before
Right.
anything.
That's awesome. Well, are you enrolled in public school up here?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I am.
Okay. No, I mean some people do private school. Some people are home educated.
Yeah.
You know, if like I've interviewed people that are home educated because you know they don't have enough time to do schoolwork and model at the same time. So you know, and the parents go all out the whole 9 yards. Okay. So well, what are you doing anything extracurricular in school as well as modeling? Besides, obviously your grades are good, but I mean, you do any sports? Do you cheerlead? Do anything like that?
Not with school. I don't do any extras, but outside of school with the public sports committee and everything. I play softball where my dad's the coach for me.
Oh, cool.
I used to do dance, but I had to stop that because now I have a job and everything, and my schedule would just get too hectic between sports,
you have to give something
softball.
up.
Yeah.
You figure dance or something.
That's it.
Oh, well, okay. Well, what about like you look like you're in great shape. I assume do you have a regular workout schedule?
I've been trying to keep one. It's been a little tough because at work it's been busy with Halloween season because I work at a party store, so people are constantly coming in
Oh,
for
cool.
costumes.
Party stores, right? So you sell like party favors, right?
Yep, party favors, a whole bunch of costumes.
Well, obviously now the
everything.
softball season must be over because it's almost winter time. So all right, so you're going to go back into it in the spring next year?
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
that's awesome. Okay. Your father's this is in the town you live in, but not at school.
No, it's just a whole bunch of local girls who, I mean, some of them all are on the school team. Others, they just want to do this because it's more low-key than the school. So if they miss a practice or a game, they're not going to get, yelled at by the coach or anything. It's
Right,
just gonna be
especially since
fun.
it's your father.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
but you know what? If somebody slips up, then the girls are gonna want to know. I know you're giving a special treatment, nepotism, and all that. So well, hey, that's okay. Look, I mean, I've never had that break, but I take it if I did, I wouldn't blame you. All right, well, talk about how far in terms of stuff that pictures of you that have been taken. Where have they been in any magazines yet? Or I'm just wondering. You're so young. I didn't realize. I mean, I would have if I didn't know you. I would. I mean, see, I saw you on Facebook, and I know you started with Cynthia's Girls, and I figured you were probably like 21 at the very earliest, very late, latest, somewhere between 19 and 21.
That's actually how old some of my older sisters are. They're 20, 21, and everything.
Right. Yeah. And you're still a teen.
I'm only 16.
You're in high school. My goodness, that's unbelievable. Well, okay. So, how much? Well, all right. Well, let's talk about some of the other photo shoots you've done. Then the ones besides you talked about the first one in Worcester. What were the ones after that?
The ones after that were actually, I did a private one with one of the photographers from the Worcester photo shoots. He's a good friend of my
You want to mention who he is?
Oh, he's Bill Gardiner.
Okay. I've heard of him, I think.
Yeah, he does awesome work. He also photographed my boyfriend because he's trying to get into doing like sports photographs. My boyfriend's a hockey player,
Cool.
so he did that for him.
Your boyfriend in high school too? Good. Okay. So you guys go to the same school?
No, actually, he goes to a private school.
He goes to he's the one getting the special attention for his hockey. I take it he's quite athletic. Well, you must go to a lot of his games too, right?
I try to. I've been to about 2. It's a little tough and everything with our schedules.
Right. I understand. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I mean, well, I take it. Now, you like sports? I mean, I can't believe you were never a cheerleader. Although I guess you to each his own. And dancing is almost cheerleading.
Yeah.
What about music? If you do music at all?
I used to play the piano. I kind of stopped that. I didn't lose interest. It was just getting tougher and everything. Sometimes it's hard to practice the things that you like.
I know. I took
when you
lessons
get
for 7
busy.
years. I know exactly what you're talking about. Believe me. And I gave it up 40 years ago when I was 13, or whatever I was, 40 years ago. But anyway. What about singing? Did you ever think, you have a nice voice. Have you ever tried cutting a demo tape with your voice?
I've tried singing before. A lot of people tell me that, especially my mom. She tells me I should just lip sing instead. But she
tells you should lip sync.
Yeah,
Why would she say that?
She only hears me sing in the car, and that's when I'm trying to be all goofy and
Well,
everything.
all right, look, I always, whenever I interview someone, whether it's on my show or anyone else's, I always try to give them advice. They're helping me because they're padding my resume with a great interview. So I'm trying to help them. And what I say to you is, if you have any desire to sing, you ought to at least try it. I mean, if it doesn't work, so be it. But you have an advantage. You're a model, and a lot of times, even a person, and I'm sure I mean, at the very least, you might do a good, might sound good, do a little a cappella sometime, go to a karaoke bar. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe you're not even old enough to get into one.
I
But
can't.
do
I can't even
well, I mean,
part.
but so what? So do it with some friends. I mean, or cut a demo tape and then send it to somebody just to see. You know, I mean, it could be an opportunity for you. It's up to you. It's just a little suggestion, because you could probably you could have something else to add to your resume too if you did that. I think if it turned out you had what it took. If not, then you gave it a shot. You know.
Yeah, I remember in elementary school I did chorus all 4 years that I was there, and then actually.
You did chorus? Really? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Singing all the time, right?
Yeah, every morning.
Right. Okay.
But one time in 4th grade, I made my own song, and I asked my teacher if I could sing it in front
When you
of
say
the
you
class.
made your own song, you mean you wrote your own song?
Yeah, like I made lyrics. I was in 4th grade. I didn't know how to like
wait a
create
minute.
music.
Do you still have it? Do you have it written down somewhere in your house?
Oh, I don't even know.
All right,
I'm
forget that. What about the possibility of writing now that you're in high school? Why don't you write a song for yourself and sing it? Try it.
I've tried.
You have a really angelic sounding voice. I mean, you got to get. I mean, I'm just saying it could be a plus for you, and it could be something. Somebody might ask you to be in a music video. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get it. You know, I'm just telling you. I work with I interview a lot of people that make their own music videos. It might be something you probably be, if you could sing, you could do a music video. And you could, that would really, I mean, wouldn't you like to do something like that?
Yeah, that actually sounds like it would be a lot of fun.
It would be. And profitable too, eventually. I mean, it's not something, I mean, it's very competitive. All right, let's get back to you. Let's talk about what you're doing now too. Your models, you have a guy named what'd you say his name was? Bill
Gardner.
Gardner, okay. What'd you say, Gardner?
Gardner.
Gardner, okay. So, and then we're going to, ultimately I want to hear about as much photo projects you've done, and then we're going to talk about your starting of your recent career with Cynthia and the Elite Models and see how that's going. But what have you done before that, besides Worcester, besides Bill Gardner? That was 2, so what else that you can remember?
Actually, it's kind of like photo shoots, but for the past 2 years, I've been doing the Miss New Hampshire Teen USA pageant.
Really?
A photographer there, Tess Johnson, and her husband, Andrew Hauser, they were the photographers who took all the pictures of the pageant.
Wow.
And I'm doing the pageant again in a month.
Awesome.
Actually, in exactly 1 month, we're going to find out.
So even though you're in high school, you could still be Miss New Hampshire? Is that true?
Miss New Hampshire Teen USA.
So, teen, yeah. Well, the best of luck with that. That would be huge. You know, yeah, okay. Because if you could do something like that, I actually interviewed a Mrs. New Hampshire a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Well, actually last year, in April of 2012. So, I mean, these are great opportunities for you. So, all right. So you have another pageant. This Teen New Hampshire's coming up soon, right?
Yep, exactly 1 month.
Okay, so January. Okay, so it won't be an outdoor shoot, I guess. It's just going to be cold.
No, it's going to be inside.
Right.
Usually they were held in November, but this year they did it in January.
Right, okay, they set it up. All right, so what other shoots have you done? And then we're going to, just name as many as you can think of, and then we'll get to what you've done with Cynthia.
Other shoots that I've done was the one with Bill and Brian down in the Hilton Hotel down in Woburn and everything.
Okay.
That's actually, and then
All right, the one at the Hilton Hotel, what was that for? That was just more photos for to pad your resume and for him?
Yeah, it was just to get me started, go into the business and everything, because I went to that photo shoot after I signed with Cynthia and after I became her intern.
After, okay, so that's fine. All right, what work has Cynthia got you then? Is that, you say you've been working for a couple of months with her?
Yeah, I've been her intern. I've been doing her social media, updating her websites and everything.
Right.
She's really great. She tells me about all these auditions, and, magazines that she would like me to go in and everything.
Did you go to New York with her?
I didn't go to New York with her.
Okay, I know she went to New York with some girls.
Yeah, we're actually planning on doing that in February
of
next year.
Okay, good. Would that be for 17 by any chance? Awesome.
It would be.
Yeah, wow, that would be so cool to be on 17.
Yeah.
But even, you know what, just even if you don't make it, don't worry about it. Well, let me ask you this, in terms of how do the other people at your school, your classmates, are they happy for you that you're doing all this stuff?
Yeah, a lot of them, they really don't know that about me, or they do, but they just don't really treat me any differently. They just treat me like
that's good.
one
I mean,
another,
they're friends and stuff, right? So they treat, I take it you get a lot of good friends there and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they always tell me good job or best of luck to you and everything,
great, yeah.
but yeah, they don't treat me any differently.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, what about the possibility of have you ever thought of doing a video resume? Have you done that? In other words, so that's where you say, I'm Madison Trotter, and just explain what you do, and anyone want a cool model? I'm young, I'm vibrant, I'm healthy, I'm fit, all that kind of thing. I mean, you're very fit. I'm thinking, you possibly, in a fitness mag, doing skiing maybe. Now that I don't know if you'd like doing any of that. Do you like doing any of the outdoor stuff around here in the wintertime?
I don't know. I actually haven't tried any of it. I mean, I do like exercise and everything. I
Okay.
try to fit that in as much as I can.
Right.
But I haven't tried any outdoor shoots or anything yet. So.
Okay, because when you started here, it was already already fall and it was too cold.
Exactly.
So I take it next year you'll probably be looking forward to getting outside. You're gonna do like bikini shots on the beach and stuff like that.
I don't know if I'd go bikinis yet. Cynthia's kind of protective of her teens and how much they can shoot.
I understand, right? Well, but still like outdoor, like beach shots anyway, with more cover, with single piece bathing suits maybe, or
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, I've always wanted to try to shoot outside
Right.
because you get a great background and everything,
Absolutely.
natural lighting, so it'd be fun.
especially up here, yeah, up here in the woods and stuff.
Yeah,
Right? Okay.
definitely.
Well, what about the what is now your boyfriend? He plays sports? Does he model it all too? I'm wondering. There's a lot of male models these days.
No, he doesn't model. He actually came to one of my photo shoots with me, and I tried getting him in pictures, and he just
He didn't want. He was camera shy.
He likes being behind the camera, but he just doesn't like being in front of
Well,
it.
is there a possibility that he might be a model? Is he going to be a photographer too? You think, or is he? I mean,
I'm not really sure. I mean, he takes a photography class at school, and
Right.
he usually sends me some samples of his pictures and everything. But he.
well, I
I'm
mean,
not
put it
really
this
sure.
way: he could be your main photographer too.
Yeah.
Just if he's any good, I'm sure he's probably getting good experience if he's taking a class at school in it.
Yeah, exactly. He's leaning more towards being in the chemistry, biology
Okay.
major when he's older and everything. So.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, where have you? All right. So far, you've modeled all in New England, but have you gone outside of New England at all? New York at all? You haven't been in New York yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't gone anywhere outside of
Okay.
New England yet.
Are you planning to? Are you going to? I mean, you're going to New York with Cynthia in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people are going to be with you on that for that night for that day?
I'm not entirely
that
sure. We're still trying to figure everyone's schedule out so we can make that a possibility.
Right. It'll probably. I'm guessing because you'll still be in school. It might be during April vacation.
It's actually going to be during February vacation.
Oh, okay. February vacation.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, during April vacation, I'm going to be in England. So.
Oh, really? Talk about that. What are you doing in England? Visiting just people?
No, it's a school. It's a school. I guess you could call it field trip. It's for
Wow.
people who took a certain honors world history class, so they have the opportunity to go. And I was lucky enough to be one of the people who
My
could
goodness,
go.
that's fantastic. Yeah, I've been to the UK. I've not been to England. I've been to Scotland and Ireland, but you'll have a great time. Are you gonna be like? I mean, that sounds like it's not an exchange program. You're not going over. You're going with some other kids from your school, right?
Yes, it's not an exchange program, so nobody's coming back with
Right.
me.
That's what I'm
It's just-
saying. Well, how was it that they picked you? They just they thought you were. Did you? How do they pick people?
You just have to be in a certain class. You had to be able to pass to take it the full year.
Okay.
They hand out slips saying if you want to do this, they lay out the cost and everything. And I'm fortunate enough that my parents and I also had to chip in so we could go to England together because it's
Are your parents going too?
no, it's just me.
Just you and your kid and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a place I've always wanted to go. I've never traveled outside the U.S.
Right.
I've traveled outside of New England, but not very often.
Okay.
So I've always wanted to go. I wanted to check out England, Scotland, Finland. Like,
Oh, you would love Scotland.
would I?
You would love it, but I would suggest. Well, the only thing I would suggest is that you wait till it's a little warmer, because. But I'll tell you what you love about Scotland: the fact that you're on a higher latitude line. So what that means is during the spring and summer, the sun doesn't go down till like when I was there in 1981. The sun didn't go down until like 9 o'clock, and that was the spring.
Oh wow.
In the summer in the Highlands, you get like almost 11 o'clock at night.
Oh wow.
In the mountains. Yeah, I mean, now I look at you. I see you. You like the outdoor. You ever like. I know you've never done any outdoor shoots, but have you ever like you like to hike in the mountains or anything? Being that you live in New Hampshire and
I've actually
look very athletic.
I don't think I've ever gone hiking, but I do a lot of camping.
Okay.
Each year on Labor Day weekend, my whole family and a whole bunch of family friends, we go up to Storrs Pond. I can't remember where that is. It's by Hanover, New Hampshire.
Okay, I know.
And-
I know where it is. It's kind of near the It's near Lebanon. It's near the Dartmouth campus. Right.
Exactly. Yeah, we've been doing that. Oh, I don't know, like 13 years now, maybe a little less, maybe a little longer.
That must be kind of noisy with you and your 8 brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but we don't all sleep in the same tent. Like it's the girls' tent, the guys' tent,
Okay.
and then like the friends, and we have 3 campsites all together. And
Wow.
yeah, because there's a lot of people that come with us. And
Don't
it's
get
just,
eaten alive by mosquitoes too much.
actually, they weren't too bad this year, but
Yeah.
it's just a lot of fun. We go fishing, kayaking, canoeing.
Yeah.
We like run around the whole thing. There's swimming. It's just great.
Well, see, these are things you could possibly do, in your modeling career too.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I mean, yeah, I could see you like kayaking. Now, I'm gonna let you in on something. I'm a vegetarian and I've been a vegan for 32 years and a vegan for almost 3. So I don't approve of. I'm kind of bummed about fishing, but that's me. I mean, people do it anyway. But there are other things that you could do that would be great for like fitness mags and stuff, and that would really be cool. That would be a cool shoot. So it might be something you want to suggest to the photographers if they want to. When the weather warms up and you get out there, some of the things that you like doing that'll make you look more natural when they shoot the pics, and then that's what you want. You want to look as natural as you can. And you do have that. You do have a naturally outdoor look, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. Those are good tips. So if I ever do shoot outside with someone, like I could always suggest that to them
Right,
too.
exactly. Now, what about when you're in England? Do you plan on possibly doing some modeling there? Any chance?
I mean, it's a school trip, so there's
Yeah.
probably not going to be a lot of time where we can go off and travel on our own and everything.
Right.
So probably no modeling there yet. But Cynthia and I actually were talking about modeling abroad and everything. So
In Prague, you said?
no, abroad.
Oh, abroad, yeah. Well, so she'll have to. So she can take you to Europe to model eventually.
Yeah.
Well, then you'd probably go to France. There's a lot of models, be like the Mademoiselle magazine, something like that. Well, that sounds awesome. Okay, so I take it that today's December 19th. I take it you're just about out of school for the year, or tomorrow, right?
Yep, tomorrow's our
the
last day.
until right. That's awesome. Yeah. So how are you going to spend? So during this upcoming holiday season, are you going to be doing any modeling in the remaining however many days we have left in 2013, or are you going to take some time off first with the family, or what?
Yeah, definitely during this holiday break. I need to work on a huge school project. I need to see my family because my sister who lives out in Colorado is coming home, so I want to spend time with her.
Oh, of course.
This family down in Rhode Island I'm going to go see.
Wow.
So I'm most likely for the rest of the year I might do like maybe one more photo shoot, but it's not going to be anything major. I'm also interning with Cynthia.
Right.
Actually, Saturday is the last day for the 2013 year.
Okay.
I have to work a whole bunch over break too. So.
Now, did you say you do media promotion with Cynthia? Is that now? What exactly is that?
So on her Facebook pages, I make all of them for this TV show, for the Hudson and Hudson one.
Right.
I manage her model and talent management page.
Okay.
Really, any page she has on Facebook, I manage, along with her Twitter, her Instagram, her Pinterest.
Do you like draw any of that stuff?
I don't draw it. I just plan it out in my head how I want everything to look. And
Right.
I ask Cynthia to make sure that it's okay, and that's how she expects it and everything. And then
Okay. Wow.
that's what you do.
So you're an organizer. Yeah. So what is your
Very
school
much.
project like? You said you had a school project that you're doing.
It's for National History Day, so we have a topic or theme, which this year it's Rights and Responsibilities. We choose a topic to go along with that. Mine's about radio and how it affects the First Amendment
That's
and everything.
fantastic.
Yep, and I'm making a website for it since it's so easy, and it's the same program I use to make Cynthia's website, so
Right.
I'm already familiar with it.
So you do a lot of stuff on your computer when it comes to like. Well, I mean, are you gonna? It's more specific though. It's a radio project. Are you going to be on the radio?
No, I'm not going to be on the radio. My topic just has to do with the radio.
Oh, it's got to do with the radio. Okay. But being that you're out of school, where are you going to present it somewhere?
Actually, it's...
Or are you going to get it ready to present when you get back to school?
That's it. I'm going to get it all ready, and then I'm going to present it the second week in January.
Okay. Are you working on it with any of the other students, or are you going solo on
No,
this?
it's just me. I feel like it's better to just work that way because it's just easier, so that way you don't have to plan around both schedules. You just work on your own time.
But I take it you have to do some research. You got to do some reading
yes,
for this.
definitely.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome. Well, I mean, obviously you're a bright girl. If your GPA is like that, you must enjoy reading. You must do a lot of. I mean, you like being informed. I take it you watch the news. I just thought of something. What about the possibility? Would you ever think of maybe being a news anchor someday?
I've actually have thought about that. I mean,
Trying to be.
Yeah, trying to be. I try to watch the news as much as I can,
Right.
like keep up on current events and everything.
Often it's very depressing, I know, but.
Yeah. Also, I watch the news because in pageants sometimes they'll ask you questions about current events and want your
Absolutely.
opinion on it.
Especially if you eventually if you reach the pinnacle of the Miss America pageant, they're definitely going to ask you about, if you don't know about what's going on around in our country, especially, that you're not going to have a ghost of a chance, no matter how good you look.
Definitely.
So you're right. You're very good to do that. But now I was thinking I'm just wondering, the idea of doing like maybe newscasting yourself though. Would you ever do like a little feature like I'm doing, like go up to people at school and interview them, just do a little.
I mean, yeah, definitely be really interested in everything.
Okay.
I would love to try it and everything. I just got to put a lot of thought into it.
Okay. I think we're just about. I just saw the red light go on. Are we up against the clock here? Again, red light. I guess that means.
Yeah, just about 3 minutes. No.
We got 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. I see. Okay, that's where it's going to go to.
Mhm.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Now I can read the clock. Cool. All right. Well, that's fantastic. Yeah. Because what about the? Do you do anything besides at school? You must have opportunities like you could work at. They have a TV station there.
They actually used to have a TV station. Not enough kids were interested in it, so they decided to stop it. But,
Oh, really?
But there's people on the announcements who go on and tell us about everything, and there's not as many opportunities. I mean, kids still try to do it and stuff, but it's just the school's kind of
That's
cut
hard
back.
to believe. I mean, even when I was in school, we had a station. It was kind of a back then. This was 40 years ago. It was a black and white. But it was on. People watched it. You know, I don't know if they did it every now and then. What we did. How about like we had like student elections, and the kids would get up and they'd run for student office. Have you ever done anything like that? Political?
We call it student council. No, I haven't done that because I'm not interested in like politics
You're not?
or anything.
Okay.
I mean, I know with school it's not politics.
It's all
more
about being popular.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm
And
just.
that's not for you. You just want to enjoy your life.
I just kind of
and
like
do
being
it.
laid back and everything.
Right, I understand. That's true. Okay, so you're just an average girl who's modeling now, but your future looks very bright. When you get out of high school, I mean, aside from modeling, are you planning on going to college?
Definitely, I want to go to college, either New Hampshire, Rhode Island, possibly Mass. I'm just not quite sure yet.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to major in.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, that'll be a show for another day, and I think we're just about out of time. So, Madison, thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is Harrison Young, and aspire to greatness.